What's up, nerds? It's your boy, a little down this morning at 10:13 in the morning on the 7th day of August in the year of our Lord. Hello Kitty 2023. The weather is sunny. Had a really hard emotional weekend and just had to leave Steve the cat at the vet for the entire day with a strong possibility he might not be coming back. So not in a good place right now, but far be it from that to stand in my way of giving you the tabletop role-playing game news, because I'm going to need your support to help me through this. So it's Monday, which means it's time for all the tabletop role-playing game sales, charities, and of course, bundles. Bundles, yeah. And if I'm sniffling, it's A, because of Steve, and B, because I'm having a horrible allergy attack to something. All right, let's go. We've got a lot of post-Gencon leftover bundles. We've got some Halloween stuff starting up. We've got a couple of huge, fun-looking bundles, especially if you're a Traveler fan. And then we've got the usual amount of stuff on drive-through and GM's Guild. Update on GM's Guild 2 and the Fate of Adventures League, at least in some fashion. That'll be a separate story, but yeah. All right, starting with the freebies. But look at this. We got this Rambo here for some reason. And then, so these are freebies. These will all be found on drive-through or DM's Guild. And these are all, a lot of these look like they're going to be on DM's Guild. It's Wizards of the Coast making one last effort to drag you back into D&D Beyond before 2024 with a 16th level adventure for Giants of the Starforge, a tie-in to Big Beast Presents Glory of the Giants. I don't care what you say. That's not Big B. And isn't it nice that they're giving us some freebies for Big B's, considering Big B's is already deeply enmeshed in not one, but two controversies. And they also have some custom dice you can get to go with those adventures on D&D Beyond. Of course, they're D&D Beyond dice, which means fucking nothing, but yeah. So if you want to see some fun high-level shit for Giants of the Starforge, Big Beast Presents, it's up of D&D Beyond, and you can also find it on DM's Guild. Drive-through has a family-friendly version of Shadow of the Demon Lord called Shadow of the Weird Wizard. Is Shadow of the Demon Lord that dark that it needs a family-friendly version? I mean, it's just a rule system. You could make it as dark or as light as you want, like any rule system. Hell, you could run Mork Borg for shits and giggles. But anyways, we've got Shadow of the Weird Wizard, a quick play version for free. See, that's the way you make your quick play alpha tests available, guys. Free. You don't charge us $24. Evil Genius Games has more new stuff for their Everyday Heroes thing. I should have jumped on this when I had a chance. Congratulations, Evil Genius Games. Lord knows how you managed to get all these IPs. And sure, some of them are D-rated IPs, but they're still major motion picture IPs. And you also got the Rambo. So right now, what is the Punisher? You might get in trouble for that one, guys. This is the Punisher, but okay. Yeah. So they got Rambo. They got Kong. They got Pacific Rim. They got The Crow. They got Escape from New York. I know there's others, but I can't remember of them. Since they have Kong, I guess that means they have Godzilla 2. So yay, TJ Storm. So if you want to get an adventure for Everyday Heroes in the universe of Rambo, there's an IP I never thought people would want to play in, but they apparently think they do. You can. We have some tokens available. This comes to us from a company called Seora, Ceaora. It's a creature collection, creature pack 22. So these are going to be paper tokens that you can either print out on hard cardboard stock or do the trick where you guys seen the magic card trick where you just take a stack of magic cards and you use the industrial press to make the tokens, and then you could glue these onto it. But probably the best thing to do with these would be if you have a printer that does cardboard to do that. Yeah. We've got a VTT fun. We've got an adventure called Forgotten Adventures. It's a collection of clutter for tables in your game. So if you're running a virtual tabletop And if your virtual tabletop is good enough to actually show that level of detail, and you really feel you need to show people actually the plates and tea services, I mean, plus 100 points for having a tea service, but minus 100 points because who the fuck cares that you have a virtual tabletop version of fancy plates? But it's free, but it is a VTT file, so before you download it and open it, check it for viruses. And yes, I'm in a foul mood, I'm sorry. Cool Zone Press has released an urban fantasy RPG called We Hunt the Night Extended Edition. This is a D6 dice pool system that places the balance between human and supernatural sides. So another urban horror thingy. Always fun to see those. Vanessa Stefranki has released a set of magical trinkets. This one called Dorm Days. This is 100 new magic items for those magical colleges like Strixhaven, because we know that's the scenario every tabletop role-playing gamer wants to play out is let's replay role-playing my years in college or high school, but add in magic. Anyways, Vanessa, more power to you for trying to milk the Strixhaven for all you can, while you can. So, yeah, 100 school-themed magic items. Ooh, pin of whatever. For even more magic items, Julian O'Connor has released Florence Fibers Firearms and Fantastic, featuring a variety of items built around various time periods, including, I guess, firearms. Very little information on this other than it's free and it's on DM's Guild. Another magic item collection. I guess we're getting into Christmas early. Ethan Myers has posted Calico's Creepy Curios, 500 new artifacts and monsters and items, all built around undead because Christmas and Halloween. Gabriel Go has released an adventure called Stellar Abduction, which features flying saucers and is an homage to the classic Expedition to the Barrier Peaks, and has Spelljammer stats for flying saucers because, you know, Spelljammer didn't actually include stats for spaceships. Sewage Orc, yes, that's the name. Sewage Orc has given us a free city to play around with called Mirthwood Hollow. It's a complete village with shops, businesses, local attractions, NPCs, and some goblins. We have some new stuff for Vampire the Masquerade from Lex Noctuous. This is some lore sheets and some character record sheets for various vampires and kindreds. And finally, lightning round for the new stuff for this week. We've got 3 new races and 11 new subclasses for 5th edition for DM's Guild. All of them available for free on the DM's Guild on drive-thru. Just go to either one of those. They're the same site. And if you look to the right side for me, left side for maybe you, depending on which way you're facing, you'll see a strip which lists the name of all the companies. At the bottom, you'll see a big red button that says free. Click that button. It'll take you to the page where all the things I just listed can be found. None of them I recommend, but whatever. Now we've got the bundles, and of course these bundles are a lot of the leftovers from Gencon. So first bundle comes to us from Paizo, is 23% off. It features 23 titles that are all Pathfinder 2nd Edition related in PDF form, including flip maps. Flip maps don't work in PDF form, guys, because I'm still going to have to print them out. So that's sort of a waste. It's not a flip map if I have to print it out. But other than that, yes, it's a bunch of PDFs of Pathfinder stuff, 25% off. The code is final day. The last day to use this is, of course, today because, hey, Gencon, we're going to tell you about the sale the last minute because we're Paizo. Then we've got another bundle from Paizo. This one is called the Pathfinder Infinite Bundle. This is $20 and features 25 source books of classes and adventures and accessories and magic items for Pathfinder and Starfinder. This one does not have an end date, so if you are looking to fill your PDF collection of Pathfinder stuff, this should be a good way to do it. Hero Forge Games has a Hero Forge Games Hero Kids bundle. Well, really, it's not a bundle. It's basically sci-fi rules for hero kids, and it includes one adventure. It's $5. Guys, if it's just rules, it's not a bundle. You should just put that in the one above, or whatever. Okay, one thing is not a bundle. But okay, if you want to pick up the new rules for Heroes Kids sci-fi version, it's available for $5. Then we got a whole bunch of Roll20 bundles available. So if you have Roll20 and want to buy Roll20 conversions to the following games, these are now available. I have had a chance to play Roll20 several times now over the past 2 years, and I gotta say, of the 4 VTTs I'm aware of, it's the fucking worst. And again, I apologize for the language. All right, so we got a Coyote and Crow for $40, Shadowrun 6th edition for $40, Shadowrun Gun Rack for $12, Cyberpunk Red Core Rulebook for $56, Cyberpunk Red Black Chrome for $39, Cyberpunk Red Tales of the Red for $39, Cyberpunk Red Data Pack for $15, 13th Age for $15. Why buy that one? There's a new version of 13th Age coming out. Scion for $4, Scion the Complete Campaign Bundle for $60. They Came from Beneath the Sea, I don't even know what that is, for $40. Kids on Bike for $20. The OGGM's tabletop role-playing game of the decade, Tales from the Loop for $10. Alien the role-playing game for $4. Blade Runner, the most anticipated role-playing game of 2022 for $44. And the Fiasco Starter Bundle for $47. Those are all additions to Roll20. So you have to have Roll20. You have to be running Roll20 to add these on. These will allow you to play these various games in some form using Roll20. These are all digital, so before you download them and install them, once again, please check them for viruses. Now we have the charity bundles, and as always, I'm going to say, in regards to the charity bundles, maybe just give the money directly to the foundation and skip the bundle. Unless it's something I really, really, really think is worth your time, then maybe. All right, so the first one is a fundraiser for a dog that is having ongoing medical issues. This comes to us from Sleepy Sasquatch Games. This includes about 6 role-playing games that they have made or worked on. It's $19. It all goes to medical care for Gizmo, or you could just bypass and just give the money directly to Gizmo. I'm sure there's a GoFundMe. So that would be one where I would say, if you want to help Gizmo out, just give the money directly to the family, bypass the collection. We've got a collection of Bandcamp music for you to play during your game. It's a collection of about 50 music tracks because, those things are free. For $7, this goes to support the National Center of Transgender Equality because, you're going to be downloading music from Bandcamp, 50 tracks that you could probably find for free online. So, yes, check these for viruses, and that goes to the National Center for Transgender Equality for $7. Green Ronin has a huge bundle available for Blue Rose, the game that came out before the age system. The first bundle is $8 and goes to, not surprisingly, supporting LGBTQ charities. This includes pretty much everything you need to run a Blue Rose campaign, which is Blue Rose is the system before the age system. Then they have a second Blue Rose that includes all the adventure books and one-shots and everything that has been written supplemental for that game. That one's $10. Same thing goes to LGBTQ foundations throughout the country. My buddy Hank is having a huge sale on Index Card RPG. It's $10, gets you pretty much every core book ever written for Index Card RPG. I highly recommend this if you don't have it. It's direct relief, which means 10% goes to whatever charity you want. It's $10. So you can get a huge collection of stuff that for Runehammer's Index Card RPG for $10, or you could just give the money directly to charity. Hero Labs has a bundle going up for Pathfinder featuring various character management tools like Ancestry Guide, Game Master's Guide, Advanced Player's Guide. They work through Hero Lab online. So I guess you build the character in Hero Lab, and this one has access to all the different things to, if you, kind of like D&D Beyond. $24 is the most popular pledge. It gives you a total of 25 digital things. It goes to support the Trevor Project. And again, because this is a PDF digital game thing, I would say check it for viruses. And if you don't really want them, but you maybe give the money directly to the Trevor Project instead. Mongoose has a huge bundle of Traveler stuff available for $18. This goes to cancer research charities. This continues pretty much everything they have made for Traveler over the past couple of years. So does this mean you're going to be getting rid of Traveler, Mongoose, or just means you finally found a charity you really, really want to support? So if you're looking to get into Traveler, find out about Traveler, pick up a whole bunch of Traveler stuff that's under the Mongoose version of Traveler, $18, and it goes to cancer research, which is a good charity always. If you ever have any questions about Traveler, you could go to Shoner Films. He's always talking about Traveler on his site. We've got Baldur's Gate 3 bundle available. This one goes to support Active Minds. And this considers pretty much everything that was made for the previous versions of Baldur's Gate. And they also tossed in a copy of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. And so, yes, Baldur's Gate. Did you know that Baldur's Gate hired a person whose whole job was to make sure the sex scenes sounded correctly? Because there's sex scenes in Baldur's Gate 3. Movicius has a bundle available of 3D printer files, all of them themed around Fallout, but could be used for any post-apocalypse. So this things includes, like buildings, dinosaurs, terrain, whatever you might find in a post-apocalypse. It's $18. It goes to support International Rescue. No, that's not the Thunderbirds. There actually is an organization called International Rescue. I wonder if they took their name from Thunderbirds, though. This is a 3D printer files, of course, so before you download them and install them into your 3D printer thingy, check it for viruses, because I don't know how those things work. They're magic as far as I'm concerned. And then we got another bundle of just Wasteland modern day stuff. Oh, excuse me, I have to take this call. Hello? Hi. I am sad and angry